Yes, we missed y'all.
We really, really missed y'all.
Yes.
We really, really, really missed y'all. Okay, Cassie.
Yes.
Now I gotta help you out a little bit.
I'm giving too much sexy in here.
Oh, you showing cat? Cassie showing cat? Oh my God, this is a family show, Cassie. Yeah, you showing cat, girl.
I'll turn it that way.
Okay,
we keep it classy.
Keep it classy. Do this.
Yeah.
All right, there we go.
All right, your daddy, I said.
Cassie, stop. See, now you're trying. She's trying to do it again. You trying to outwoman me, and I don't like it. So, Cassie,
I lost 20 pounds.
Go ahead, girl.
Yes, I get a clap for that.
So you want to come in here with your long ass, Igor ass tongue, and then you want to tell me you lost 20 pounds? You ain't shit. All right. So listen, Cassie.
Yes.
A lot of stuff has been going on. We've been out a week. How was your weekend? Did you get a chance to? Oh, Cassie's not pregnant. Let's give it up for Cassie not being pregnant.
Was that it like an echo?
Yeah, that was God confirming. Cassie is not pregnant, everyone. You know, we have to check because she likes to get pregnant in between shows. And this time she's not pregnant. Cassie, I'm proud of you.
You proud?
I am.
To you, wild.
I'm proud of you. But so since you did not get pregnant,
right?
What did you do this weekend?
What did I do this weekend? Let's see. Well, right now I got my titties fluffed.
Excuse me? That's what I'm saying. You be on when y'all let Cassie drink, she really takes stuff so far.
It doesn't even. I just started to step.
Okay, go ahead. You got your titties fluffed.
Yes, because Tiffany is looking out because they was like, I wore the wrong bra, so I took it off.
Okay, free your titties.
Midlife, free them.
Right.
Midlife, let's free them. But she was like, boo, they a little too free. They're a little low, and they freed them.
I mean, Cassie did just have 2 babies in the last 3 days. I mean, her titties not gonna be. They not gonna be super. But I think you look good.
Thank you, boo. So do you.
Thank you. So what all you been doing?
So let's see. I went to the Southside Resource Fair.
Okay.
Me and my boo, we actually.
Not me and my boo, girl.
Yeah.
That's what you call it.
My man.
Mm-hmm.
We went to the Southside Resource Fair and presented there. It was amazing. So shout out to Clarisha and Associates and Jeremy and all the amazing businesses that came out. So we did a whole big presentation. So it always just feels good. And we got interviewed by Mr. Mike Dewell of the Dewell brand. It was great. I can't wait for that. I can't wait for y'all to see that. Let's see.
Oh, you got a list of shit?
Yeah.
I can't wait till I get to my list.
Then on Saturday, we went to shout out to Kiana Barber of WD Marketing and James Wheeler, and they just had the grand opening of their second location.
That's
y'all.
dope. Shout out to
Come
them.
on, Black businesses. Not only is their second location, they brokered a deal. They purchased the business.
Oh, come on now.
That was downtown, and our soror, Christina Wynn, brokered the deal.
That's what's up.
It was super dope. So they opened up their downtown location. The mayor came out, cut the ribbon. But you said, though, the mayor come out for anything.
Hey, Mayor, Brandon Johnson. Can somebody put Brandon Johnson on the line? We need him on man in case midlife crisis. I know you can get him. Doc, can you get him?
Sure.
Thank you.
Let's get. Come on.
Okay.
Mayor Johnson. All right. And then we took the kids to Universal Circus. Shout out to Shanae for getting us some last minute tickets.
Tell me about your connection to the Universal Circus.
I used to wear the Honey Nut Cheerios suit at the Universal Circus way back in the day.
You're super talented.
Yeah. So the kids used to kick me and everything. And then I need to just give condolences to the Chi Theta line that Dre is on. Shout out to 2002. Mike McNair passed away. Okay. He was getting ready for open heart surgery on Tuesday. Unfortunately, he didn't make it for that. So this is just shout out to him and his family. Many blessings to them. But we got to take care of our health, y'all.
But also to your family.
Yeah. No, that's coming.
Yeah.
That's coming.
Well, I want to be able to give it to you. I mean, you don't have to present that yourself.
I appreciate it.
Literally, today, Cassie is a caregiver in conjunction with being a mom and so many other things, but a caregiver to her Aunt Happy. who just celebrated 100 years
Come on.
of life
Yeah,
in April. She literally just transitioned this morning.
she did.
So I want to send our condolences and our sincerest prayers of comfort and peace to you and the family.
Thank
And
you.
you could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with us tonight.
I am, and everybody was like, no go. She love that. So shout out to Babette and Happy Jackson for 100 amazing years. She's now with all of her family, her husband, my grandma. So we just hoping that she's dancing with the ancestors. And Lucille Jackson, who was her sister-in-law, who was 99, passed last week, and her funeral was on Friday.
Wow,
so
much going on.
Yeah.
Whew, in the world, then on the way here, we learned that James Earl Jones transitioned 93.
Wow, that's awesome.
What's your most memorable role for him? So you got the Darth Vader in Star Wars.
I think it's actually what is it, The Sandlot?
Okay.
I don't know who watched The Sandlot. Any of y'all watch The Sandlot? Do y'all remember him in that? Doc, you remember that? So it's a show about a movie about some little kids, playing in the field, some white boys playing in the field, and then also, but playing actually next door to the spooky house.
Okay.
And the dog that was gonna eat the ball, and he didn't come out like we just kept hearing him, but he didn't come out like.
That's the type of voice he has. He
either
had the type of voice that felt like rich and royal, like Coming to America.
Yeah.
Or he had a voice that was like scary, like what is the role he played on the Lion King?
Mufasa.
Yeah.
Say it again.
He had one of those type of, so shout out to him. 93 years. He's one of the few people that has an EGOT, so he has every last one of yours.
Wow, that's
Emmy,
dope.
Grammy, Oscar, and Tony.
That's amazing.
So shout out to him. Also in transition, Fat Man School.
Yeah.
And I think at this point he was 56. They haven't even announced
what the problem
was with him. So he passed out on stage.
That's crazy. And then we got the youth, super young, Rich Homie Quan.
34 years old. And what's ironic about his passing, they're saying he passed from an overdose.
Yeah.
And we were just talking about how his career kind of had like this up and down, which he actually acknowledged because of his addiction.
Yeah.
He talked about his addiction to Molly and how he was literally just basically taking pills before he brushed his teeth.
It's the new, I hate to say it, and I don't know if y'all gonna admit, but like Molly's like the new crack. It is an epidemic amongst our youth.
It's not even just Molly. It's the perks. It's the lean. All of those things.
It's all of this stuff. It's and it's so accessible.
Yeah.
It's super accessible, and I think that's what makes it even scarier.
Yeah, and it's not cheap. They definitely ain't playing a cheap game.
No, they're not.
Okay.
No, they're not.
All right, but
these kids want to come ask us for money later.
On a happier note.
Yes.
On a Chicago happier note.
On a fat ass note.
Fat ass Lorenz. Just had a birthday yesterday. He turned 49.
45.
And don't look a day. Oh.
And he stayed on the gram thirst trapping.
You feel like he just be doing?
Absolutely. He definitely just showing the face card all day. See, you agree. You agree.
And I'm y'all might not. He be shitting on his brothers. I'm just saying, y'all gonna leave me out here like that? I'm not saying that they're not attractive guys. That's not where I'm going. They are. But Lorenz is Lorenz.
Because it's what, right? Are you little too?
It'd be like they got on it all white. It's like, how do you walk through the door with them? Like, do y'all?
And so they don't care. They catch the leftovers. He can't handle.
But you know what though? He married. So right. Not that it mean everything to everybody anyway. Right. But I'm just saying,
if they not married, then they can go catch the ones.
And you know what?
And
in all fairness, that's just initial. Yeah. It's initial attraction. You know what I'm saying? But he Lorenz Tate.
Because they might got it on him.
They might got it on him, and he might not have it.
Actually, the one that's on Power, he got energy on him though. For real.
They actually got the same vocal cords.
They do.
Similar,
exactly.
They got a lot of things in common. But shout out to the Tates. Because they have been working to kind of bring a lot of things to Chicago.
They are big.
So shout out to them. We just talking shit, but Lorenz Tate still fine as hell.
45.
45. All right. So this is like breaking news.
Yeah, boy. Lord.
So Kendrick Lamar is scheduled to headline the Super Bowl, right?
Right, we should be happy about that.
In New Orleans.
We should be happy about that.
Well, here's the thing. It's like people are happy, but people got some shit to say.
They do.
All right, so here's the thing. For years, there are several interviews with Lil Wayne talking about how his dream has been to headline the Super Bowl. And I think we all definitely wouldn't argue that Wayne is a big enough artist.
Yeah,
his catalog is big enough.
For sure.
He has enough collaborations to hold down the Super Bowl, right? Also, nobody's going to argue that Kendrick can't hold down the Super Bowl.
Absolutely.
But here's the thing. When they found out it was in New Orleans, everybody was like, we are going to get this cash money. Reunion is no limit collabo in this big city. They really, really were pushing for it. I actually feel like that they didn't do a true cash money reunion at Essence because they were really holding out for Super Bowl. That's my own thought. So they had them on a ticket, but they didn't do a true collaboration. Like they performed separately. But I think they were holding out because they were kind of in negotiations for the Super Bowl.
They had them on the ticket.
So they had Lil Wayne and all the rest of the cash money on the ticket, but Lil Wayne did not do any of his songs with them. He only did his Young Money.
Okay.
Essence. So I feel like they were holding out because they wanted to bring this whole energy and power to New Orleans. Now here's the thing. This is where the drama comes because you know it's always the tea party. As you know, one of the persons that is doing the booking for talents is none other than
Jay-Z's host.
Jay-Z. And people are saying in the industry that Jay and Wayne had some beef some years ago. And they said, they say Jay is Patti LaBelle. They say he will pull it when he can. Now, we've heard this several times with Jay-Z. We've heard it with Chris Brown. We've heard it with some other artists that literally, if Jay is not messing with you, you're not getting nothing. So we've heard some.
I think Dame will tell you that, right?
Hello? Hello? We're going to talk about Dame in a minute, too. But so they're saying that Wayne was expected to, his manager got on like, I'm confused. It's hard to say. We're not trying to take away from Kendrick. But at the same time, when you do this, it's like how can you not?
Right? I mean, with other people.
Indirectly.
Right, as a business person, because I try to put my business lens.
Go ahead, business lens.
Right, Kendrick is hot right now.
He got to stay hot till February.
This is true.
I'm just saying
that's real.
Like he had not that he doesn't have a catalog.
But the other piece is though, you got somebody that is at least right now hot, whereas Wayne is only pulling off of.
Yeah, but I mean,
and
we love a throwback. We love a throwback. Some good collaboration, some good production. It don't matter if you have to have a song now. But here's the thing. Everybody's like, well, he could bring Wayne out. If Jay say no, he can't do shit.
That's real. And he's not.
I mean, so we don't know how that's going to land, but you got Nicki Minaj. She's making comments. Cameron, he was like, let's keep it 100. Now, none of them are mentioning these names, though. They're not saying Jay's name explicitly.
For sure not. For sure.
But, I mean, we reading in between all the lines. There really ain't no lines to read.
But, I mean, if they do keep on pushing, so if that's what y'all want, then everybody got to push for it, right? Because Jay is going to have to start listening. If the fans really show up for it and it makes a difference with the money, then that will rule.
The only way this becomes an issue is if certain people don't want Kendrick to have time. That's the only way it'll become.
But that's real too. But again, right? It's all about because boycotts are real.
They are,
and NFL will trump Jay-Z, right? Because if it starts to mess with the money, then things will change.
And I think it won't.
Cash,
unless
money rules everything around.
Unless the people who buy the tickets are like, no, we don't want to see Kendrick. And that could very well possibly
happen. It could absolutely, but because we want to see Wayne and we down here. That's just right. Who holds the season tickets down there?
And they might not want to see neither one of them. They might be like this. Y'all done had too many black artists in a row.
Because who's the makeup of the NFL anyway? Let's really be honest.
Well, the buyers.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Who are the buyers of the Super Bowl? Is it really a bunch of black people?
Yeah, I feel you.
Because that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Right, it's gonna be some celebrities. This is gonna be some, all stars, some NBA folks, some sports people or whatever. But like, who's filling the seats? And we know who's filling the seats, and they probably don't care either way.
And the argument has been when they did it on the West Coast, they had West Coast artists. When they did it in Atlanta, they have artists from Atlanta.
Yeah,
they wanted to definitely pay homage to the people from New Orleans.
I get it. No, that's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. But like you said, if he just being petty. Jay, you being petty?
I mean, Dame told y'all Jay was petty. I mean, he's been saying that. And Dame has also been saying a lot of other stuff.
What is the beef about, though?
Which beef?
The beef between Jay and
the two Carters. They the two Carters. The two Carters. Sean Carter and Wayne Carter. Baby, you don't know? It could be anything.
I want to know, though.
You won't never know. Because Wayne not that type of guy. He ain't, and Jay definitely ain't gonna talk about it.
Yeah, we know Jay.
He definitely ain't gonna talk about it.
I'm tight over here.
Yeah, so like you said, Dame told us, but it's a couple things that Dame should have told us himself during his live the other day. Did y'all see it? So not Jay, Dame Dash.
Oh, Dame. Oh, listen. Yeah.
So Dame Dash went live to discuss. He was discussing something about 50 Cent, and it's the moment he said 50 Cent's name. He's saying his grill. That's what he wants us to call it. His grill fell out his mouth. But it was really his. Well, here's the thing. There are no teeth there. So whether or not they have diamonds in them or not, it's dentures. They're still dentures. He wants us to reference them. What you mean my dentures? That was my grill. Put your dentures back in. It's still dentures. If they are replacing your teeth and you don't have any other teeth there, they're dentures. They could be diamond dentures. See, that's crazy though. Who would y'all do that? Y'all would literally extract. He had implants. Pull bone out of your mouth. A lot of people do it. So what he said was implant. He had crazy. Implants. That scares the hell out of me. Implants put in years ago. He said he had them for like maybe, I don't know if the stretch was 10 or 20 years, but it was time to get them replaced. So he got them replaced. And in the meantime, he got him. Oh, okay. So this, right. So he's waiting for some permanent. So his permanent implant. And so his diamond dentures. His diamond grill. His ditties. Okay. His ditties fell out of his mouth. They fell out of his mouth. Like grandpa. Is he definitely grandpa? He's gotta be a grandpa. And then here's the part about that makes it so funny. He wanted to I love that. He could have just left it alone though. You know he'd be mad. He's Napoleon hot and mad all the time. He tried to come at it like he too cool for school. No, he's my grill. See, let me show y'all. Just that's when you gotta laugh at yourself. He gotta take that hit. He didn't even have to say nothing. He gotta take that hit, and he refused to. It is a fly in here. It is a fly in here. It's coming. It is a fly in here. Baby, this fly ain't flying. Okay. All right, so hold on real quick. Do we got anybody in the comments? What's up to our people out there? Y'all. They told us that we was on our computers too much, so I'm trying to actually do right. Tell us who we got. Just shout some folks out when y'all seeing what they saying. Yeah, what the people saying? I missed some. People saying. I missed them. And hopefully those same people are liking, comment, and sharing. Yes. Who y'all got? Who we got? Because y'all know y'all. Is it crickets out there? Y'all not saying nothing? Black folks. Hey, what's up, Billy? Hey. Dame. He is he's D-Quad. He's D to the fourth power. He could brand Dame Dash Diamond Dentures. Give us the credit. Dame Dash Diamond Dentures. I like it. Yes, he can start selling that. He can start selling some like cheap versions. Well, he don't do shit cheap. So he could get mass. I don't know. He's a businessman. Yeah, He's a businessman. So the last thing I would make sure we want to hit tomorrow is the big debate. Yes, it is. It's the big debate. They have finally our Vice President Kamala Harris and our former President Trump. What's wrong? I'm gonna miss the debate. Ask me why. No, we're not gonna get through the topic. I'm not. Fine, Cassie. Why are you going to miss the debate? Because I'm going to the Harry Potter play opener tomorrow with my mom. Okay, y'all. She's going to ask me about my outfit all week. What are you wearing? What are you supposed to wear? Like an outfit. Like I need to have I need to be.
I need to have on a robe and be like, and have like what house I'm a part of.
What the fuck house are you a part of?
I need to take a test to find out.
Okay, we're gonna get
If I'm Dumbledore or not. Okay, keep going.
No, I feel you. So she's gonna miss the debate because of this. All right, so real quick.
Yes.
So they finally agreed to some rules together because they could get
Because it's
together.
just wild.
All right, rule number 1, there will be muted mics. Microphones will be live only when the candidate whose turn it is to speak is talking.
That's funny.
Otherwise, they remain muted, and we know who that is for.
Yeah, they treat them like kindergarten.
Because Trump don't give a fuck. The moment she starts talking, like,
everybody keep your hands to yourself.
let me tell you, the moment she starts talking, he's gonna be like, "That's not no. I'm the greatest human ever. That couldn't have ever happened." Like he really be on that, like for real, you know. All right, so this.
But the other side of it, though, is the fact that they're also not going to be able to talk to their campaign managers or anything in between. So, Kamala, baby.
Well, can I go through the rules?
Okay, I'm sorry. I wasn't reading what
You ain't read it. Yeah,
I did read it.
a little bit.
I
Okay.
forgot.
All right. So, no prepared notes or help. I feel like that's going to be worse for Kamala than him because he's never
For
prepared
sure.
any fucking way. Like he
don't give a shit.
He don't need no notes
everywhere. All right.
Yeah. All right. No opening statements
Yikes.
or
No
only,
soliloquies.
Oh, no facts. Only closing statements. And I think this is the one that you were kind of hitting on, Cass. Moderators will ask the questions. Only the moderators of the debate will be permitted to ask questions. There will be no live audience.
That motherfucker.
That shit gonna
She
be.
is cramming right now. All right, Joe. All right, it is commercial time. Okay, guys. I'm not prepared for this commercial, but it is a TBM 360 commercial. Y'all know that I love helping Black-owned business. I love helping small businesses, period. So if you're ready to automate your business, if you're ready for lead generation, are you ready for the best marketing strategy and campaigns, and you need everything set up for you, then you need to holler at TBM 360. Visit TBM360.biz so that you can start your business today. Let's go. All right, can we get our hands together?
Yeah.
Woo!
We back.
Nolly.
Yo, what's happening?
Hey, Nolly's coming in his salmon pink.
This is not you look good.
Thank you. That's what's happening.
Yeah. You like that?
Checking the aesthetics out.
You checking out the aesthetics? What you
Do
think?
only what the noobs can do.
Only what the noobs
Tell us
can
what you think about the aesthetic. Give us
This
a
is-
1 to 10. Give us a 1 to 10.
do.
Yeah.
Man, this is it's 10ish.
Ooh.
It's 10-ish.
10-ish.
10ish. Last time we were together on this type of situation was the frenzy.
Okay.
Oh,
Come
wow.
on, now let's
I
get
can't
talk that
even
shit.
think where the location
Chicago
was.
State.
But was it Chicago State?
Yeah.
No.
You
Was
don't
it?
think so?
It could have been. It was Urban Wire TV.
Oh,
On
we
that
was
network.
yeah. We was in like a classroom or something. Like
Yeah, shout out to my man
Yeah.
Touray Gordon, if y'all remember Touray.
Of course.
Yay!
Philly. Touray was there
Yeah,
on the show that day.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely
Chicago State.
the radio.
Yeah, that was
communication
a good time.
Mama Do, CSU.
Yeah, Mama Duke was there. So let's bring it on in. So we are back, and we are excited to have none other than Mr. Knowledge Beckom himself.
Yeah.
All right. So Knowledge Beckom is a great friend
Yes,
of
he
both
is.
wives. As you could hear from the stories, we go way, way, way back. And Knowledge is just a
I'm
cool
all right.
ass dude. You understand what
Nah,
I'm
he
saying?
Thank you.
extra cool.
Thank you. Thank you.
So how's
Appreciate
life been treating you, Knowledge?
Life is dope. Life is good, man. The last few years, I think a lot of things I called like my late 20s, early 30s was a lot of exploration into different business opportunities. And I feel like over the last 36 months, like I got my master's and PhD back then through a lot of trial and error. Yeah. No, not really got my, not really, but I'm saying on the business world. But I
No,
feel
I
like
get it.
now
I get it.
I'm kind of bringing all those things
Cassie was like,
forward.
damn,
Yeah.
you got your
I wasn't on that.
You got your PhD in
And just like, and just, experience and so forth, right? And
You
so
know
like,
what? Goldman Sachs does a program like that. They
I
said
can
you're getting a
believe it. I
master's
can
in
believe
your
it.
business.
That's
Yeah.
it. That's
Yeah.
it. You learn so much. So over the last 3 or 4 years, I feel like everything's been coming full circle with the real estate, comedy stuff, the music stuff's coming back. So I'm excited. It's good times.
It's great
Good
time.
times.
Great time. So you said music,
Yeah,
comedy,
comedy.
real estate. What
Real
help us understand?
So go ahead. No, I was about to say, so is the whole life, does your whole life center around these initiatives?
A good portion,
Okay.
right? Like people have certain DNA, right? And what I don't really run from is my DNA,
Oh,
right? I kind of know certain things. They're cool and they're cool for others, but that really wouldn't float my boat. Like end of the day, every now and then people come and they're more mission driven.
Okay.
And so at the end of the day, I feel like God wouldn't have given me the stuff that he gave me just to kind of take it, hug it, make my life great, but not impact others and help others. And so, you know, but it's also fruitful work too. So it's not like you're doing it and you're not good with it, like you're great with it. Like festival, and you know, I know we'll talk about that, but like being able to put 60 comics on stage.
Man.
That 6 months ago, I wasn't even thinking about a festival, and being able to do that next week, give some opportunities, knowing that the networks and those types of people will be coming in years to come, and you know that you're going to change people's lives.
Yeah.
That's powerful. Yeah. That ain't about you. That's about other people.
That is.
So when you say all of these different things, and Cassie asked a great question, like priority. So we know you're mission driven.
Yeah.
Is there room for other than the real estate, other than the comedy, other than the hip hop? What else is a part of Knowledge Beckham's life?
So I think over the years it's shrank, right? It used to be definitely a lot more, you know, getting out, moving around, like doing very fun things. But
He was outside.
Yeah, that's what they say now. I guess I was outside because it was a good time being outside, right? It was a good time. You had the resources, you know what I'm saying, to be outside. Like I only really like to be outside if I'm outside in a really good way.
I always talk about this with
Cass.
Knowledge is what he would describe himself as. He likes to deal with things that are low risk, not low risk in regards to how he takes jumps in business,
right?
But when it comes to
side of life,
real life,
when it comes to life, he's like, "Oh, how many niggas gonna be there?" Nah, that sound a little high risk to me. I'll be at the crib. I'll be like, "What time that is?" That's gonna be like average. Oh, your birthday party in the COVID? Was some people there? Yeah, I'll meet you in the parking lot. It sounds high risk to me. But what? So we're talking about midlife crisis. What about age makes you like that? What has happened? What has changed?
I think that over time, not everybody. For me, over time, it's just I was young. I wanted to just be successful, right? Successful, money, etc. But as you get older, right? I got a 29-year-old daughter. Wow. Right. I got 2 grandkids, and so at the end of the day,
how do you grandkids?
10 and 9. 10 and 9. So
God, you in there?
Give it up to Knowledge.
Give it up.
Oh, Knowledge. So cute. What they call you?
I'm gonna be easy back there.
They call you Papa?
Yeah, Papa. Yeah.
That's adorable.
Or Knowledge. No, I'm kidding.
No, right.
I'm tripping. But as you get older, you just I don't really like for generations after generations to like repeat the same thing. So even though like me and my brother went to college, do well, etc., I don't really want that to have to be their same formula, because they come in like 20, 30 years after us. So why would they be running the same plays, right? Like Blue Ivy and what's the Northwest, and they run in different plays, right? And you can go to any of these people that have changed the course of their family. They're gonna be able to run different plays than their parents did. Yeah. And so that's something that I aspire to do, is that, as my nephews, nieces come of age or what have you, you can know the things that I know. And that's just, even if you go work a job, you're just gonna have more in your toolkit. To be able to be like, okay, well, you know what, that's cool. I'm gonna outpace my people. I got the same job, but I got these other things that's been, put into me that I can leverage and to create a better life for myself and my kids. So I've become a lot more serious about that. And it's maybe because I can see it and feel it, right? Like it doesn't feel like very far off. Like I got plans to move to the islands, like in the next 2 or 3 years, and just kind of make that home base.
Which one?
It's not the forever island, so it doesn't really matter.
Okay.
Right. To some extent it matters, but I'm here 3 years, here 4 years,
I
here.
got you.
Like see the world a little bit, and the only thing is just your home base.
You kind of an enigma.
Okay, maybe.
Okay.
You know?
He won't even look this way.
Listen, right? Because we asking these questions. We want to be a little nosy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He be like, we
Oh,
used to say there was this guy back in the day that used to just like,
Yeah, it's gonna
just
be tough.
like,
Yeah, it's gonna-
just
Yeah.
Kawasaki people, away from him.
We definitely was knocking on that surface, boy. You thought you had
Yeah.
what island?
So are you? So right,
Permanent island, so it don't matter.
you know what I'm saying? Like, ain't give us nothing. So like, since you're like impenetrable, you know what I'm
No, come
saying?
on, keep coming.
Like,
I'm sure.
are you a private? Are you like a really private person?
I mean, I'm probably private just because of my perspective, like social media, whatever. Like 99% of the people ain't my people really like that. Like it's cool we connected, but
Yeah.
they're not really my people. So me
Yeah.
posting, my shorty, pray for him first day of school, like it's just that ain't
Mm-hmm.
real. It's not real anyway. You know what I'm saying?
For you.
For me, like if
Mhm.
I always think like I plan to be here 40, 50 more years, but if I'm going tomorrow, like people still posting, they still doing memes and shit like that. It just so at the end of the day, we want my mom gonna be messed up, my kids, my daughter's gonna be messed up, my brother. But in the grand scheme of things, most of the people on this horn that you putting so much into and out to, they cool.
You're
They moving along.
masterful at this, but I want to know. I want to know.
Yeah. I thought I answered that.
I know the women that fuck with you all the time.
Grand master.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Listen, it's like, listen though. So
Okay.
help me with this then. Where does your makeup come from? Where does this demeanor of knowledge, the essence, the character, right? And the way that you move, where does it originate? What's your
She said
origin
character.
story?
Are you a
Yeah,
character?
like a character. Yeah.
I ain't, not
I don't
in
know.
a bad way.
I'm not saying that.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
I don't know. I just think I've always kind of been this way. I think people definitely evolve, and I've definitely evolved into being more like people are like, now I want to know you.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, no, that's me. I'm doing the festival. And they be like,
Yeah.
like, that's really me. Like that's
Yeah.
And the whole thing is sometimes when they don't get you, it's just like it's cool. They
Yeah.
don't get you. Like
That's real
people like, well, you can't do business all the time, whatever. What do you think it's like being married to a CEO?
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's
Like,
it's
the man travels 300
It's
days, or the woman travels 300 days a year.
I like to think, right, prior to Western life,
Mhm.
right, village, everything is in one. There was no such thing as business separated from family or community or anything like that, right? We are all working to eat
Right.
and to clothe ourselves and to shelter ourselves, period.
That's it.
Everybody. There was
That's
no
it.
offer on time except when you were sleeping.
Right.
Yeah.
We had a celebration at the end of the week when we caught the deer and we all ate it together and we got back to it the next day.
Okay, go ahead. I be on the stay focused and shit. I just want to know how you pick the deer. But
I couldn't get caribou out my mouth quick enough.
I was on that. Yeah, he threw me off.
Yeah, she went to me on.
She shows.
Okay.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm done. I digress.
All right, we digress. But to that point, I think that if we look at this demeanor, if we look at how you move, is that a benefit in these different businesses that you operate?
Yeah.
So we talk about real estate. We talk about putting on these huge hip hop productions. We talk about waking up one morning like I'm gonna do a festival. When we're talking about managing Lil Rel, y'all, origin story, like he managed, jump started the career of Chicago's own Lil Rel.
Yeah.
So
For
that's
real.
big
Ooh,
reach.
get that
So how, if anyway, has having this character, as Cassie says,
character.
demeanor, or being who you are, how has that helped or hindered or harmed moving in these different businesses?
Yeah.
So I think it's helped me, right?
Okay.
It's I've left my life it's pretty clean. You know what I'm saying? There ain't a lot of arguments that I got. I'm not really off my square because stuff's not right at home. I'm able to focus. I'm able to focus a lot,
Yeah.
and I'm able to kind of be selfish with my time.
Okay.
And I think that's super, super helpful, right? I was just watching Shannon Sharp at Invest Fest, right, with Earn Your Leisure.
Yeah.
And he was just talking about,
yeah.
right, like there's really, when you try chasing greatness, there is no balance.
Gotcha.
People look and try to get balance all the time, but there's really no balance. There's going to be a lot of sacrifices.
That's real talk.
And again, as I've gone through my time, and again, it's not painful. Like I actually enjoy it. So just like somebody else enjoys being outside all the time, they enjoy, like I really enjoy building.
Yeah.
And so it just works for me. And at the end of the day, some people are like, YOLO, you know what I'm saying? It's about their time on earth.
Yeah.
But I would really take it as a real nod to greatness, is that 3 generations from now, they're like, no, that was great grandpa knowledge that really set things up. That Papa, that's why we got this moving like this and that like that. Like, no, he talked like there's a whole story, because some families got that, right? They can go back 2-3 generations, and you see the person that set it off. Like Jay-Z and Beyonce going, for 300 years from now, they're gonna be easy. Their family gonna know they the ones.
That's the
They the
empire.
ones. And so
I look at celebrities in America as the new royalty.
Yeah.
Like literally.
Yeah.
No, that's
You know,
I agree with that.
It was a reworking of it, a rebranding of it, right? We know that the Americans wanted to break away from the Queen and all of that, but they just repackaged it a little bit differently.
Yeah, for sure.
Right? Because the royals are pomp and circumstance. They're all celebrity too. They're actually
true.
They are.
True.
And I like what you said about just the whole. And I'm literally thinking about having a conversation with my family yesterday. We do a lot of talks on Sundays. Literally, my uncle is still talking about his grandmother. Like she's like in conversation. I
love that.
So frequently in our family.
Yeah.
Like moan this, moan that. Like she's talked about all the time as this figure.
Yeah.
Like there are so many stories, and I'm not talking about just when people get together. It could be random, like, oh, when mom was this, and she's lived to her 90s.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So she made it all the way through to the 70s. So that is a big part
That's
of
really
understanding who I am as a person, because a lot of her teachings, a lot of her legacy lives through us.
Yeah.
Like being able to be women and being able to still be direct. She was all of those things.
And some of your cousins actually met her, whether they remember it or not.
There are pictures of some of my my first cousins who actually did get a chance to meet her. There's like this really, and this is the crazy part. We call it it's like a famous picture of her that the oldest grandkids actually were sitting on her lap. So they like got the privilege to meet the royalty.
Yeah.
They got the opportunity to meet royalty. So it's pretty big.
I'm about to cry. Okay, let's keep it going.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's who you want to be.
Yeah.
And then being that you said it has helped you. So we talked about how has it helped you in comedy? How has it helped you in hip hop? What place does this knowledge hold?
Yeah, I think you have to, whatever you do, you have to invest time.
Okay.
Right? Like you actually physically need the time. You need the reps to be able to do what it is. And like this festival, like I got a super dope team, best team I've had with anything that I've built. But it's still a tremendous amount of time that I need to invest in it. But I have the time, right? I don't have to juggle anything. I'm not ignoring the kids. I'm not ignoring the wife. It's like I'm ignoring a few, I'm ignoring people. Like just go. You know what I'm saying? But
wait, you
see
how
a little privacy on public.
And he's steady going fast, and he's so good.
I'm not good. I'm just saying.
Grandmaster, you should do a talk.
Did you see him?
Yo,
Y'all ain't see how he just slapped.
No, I'm just
That
saying.
must
If
be
I was
like,
dating him, I would be so upset, y'all.
Which part?
The way you ski past this shit like this, man, like you are not letting nobody penetrate.
I'm not
You give us some great
kids.
advice.
I'm not ignoring the wife. I mean, I'm ignoring some people, but
fuck it.
I'm hyper focused on this thing. I'm
It's-
building my empire.
It's in my DNA. Like I follow people. If I find crazy followers on Instagram, if I hear somebody wild, unfollow. You know what I'm saying? Just I need to stay clean. I need to be clean. Like
It's easy.
yeah. So
And that's why you're able to live a life that's not stressful.
check this out.
Come
So
on.
Okay, he giving us some
Let's
focus.
go.
no, not personal though. But look,
All right.
like the dash,
Yeah.
right? Like, what are people gonna say about you
Yeah.
about the dash? Like that's important to me. Like, you see sometimes somebody
That's what I
goes somebody goes.
Okay, so
and-
he's referencing the dash between your birthday
Oh yeah.
and your end
And end
life.
date.
The dash, he
Yeah,
wants to. He wants to.
I'd be real.
I speak knowledge, don't you?
You do.
I
She's
think
had
no.
these
Oh, I thought it
conversations.
was just like some trend.
Nah.
that I
No,
didn't know
no,
about.
just really like in the dash. Like, what do they say? You know, sometimes you have to
Nice.
reach.
Your sunrise and
You have to
sunset.
reach for the person. You know, like
Yeah.
yeah, you know, good person.
Yeah.
I don't want it to be vanilla like that. Like
Mm,
I'm
mhm.
actually like I think not this birthday coming up, but my next birthday, you know, God willing, like I think I'm gonna invite folks like yourself, big nice joint.
Let's go.
And I need and I want,
Us to talk about you.
yeah, because
Let's
at the
go.
end of the day,
A
my
roast?
mom knows that my mom don't
We're
even
gonna give
know
her
all
flowers.
of that. Yeah, and really, so
Oh.
that's cool for me.
No,
But
I
if we're
get where
like
you're going with this.
my mom, my daughter could be checking us out now, like, because I don't really, she don't know all the moves I make, but I just think that there's so many,
The
people-
privacy continues.
so many, so many.
It's not
people-
just us. You feel good? Okay.
Yeah, it's me. Like it's just who I am.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, like the people you impacted, people you've done things for, like I think it would just be dope. Because one, I think my mother would be so proud. 'Cause
I
y'all-
want y'all to know he is slickly saying he wants to hold his own eulogy while he's alive.
Yeah, something like that. Something
Okay.
like that. Something
I
like
just
that.
wanna-
Yeah.
Like Whoopi Goldberg had them do
Did she have
on
it?
A Different World.
Well, that was
Oh.
he don't want it to feel morbid.
No,
like
not
that.
morbid. No,
He
morbid.
just wants the
Well,
eulogy.
It was
component.
only morbid because of Tisha Campbell.
Well, no,
because
they
Whitney
had a start
Gilbert-
and an end date. He don't want no end date.
No,
He don't
no,
want it
no,
made up and
no, no, no,
projected.
no.
I feel
He
you.
really wants y'all to talk about.
I'm
the shit
telling
he
my
did.
story. Yeah.
Like
for
so, for an
sure.
example, like my father
That's
passed
history.
on Christmas '99.
Mm.
Right, I was 23 and I was
Mm.
23, 24. And I remember it's like my second year working out of school or something like that. And he was just asking me like how much money I made, you know what I'm saying? And I think that year, I don't know, maybe I made about 85. He was like, what? You know what I'm saying? This is the late 90s, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? The
yeah.
sun
He
just
like- he
came
was
out.
fucking
He
wise,
was
like,
super like, man, you
Can I
got
hold
me
my
and
back?
my wife like that's but as a parent, like how proud you are.
Yeah.
You know,
for
at the
sure.
end of the day. And so I just want, I think like it's important to me. Like at the end of the day, you're your kids, your parents' kids.
Yeah.
And so I'd love for my mom to see that because she knows me, but like the accomplishment side,
Yeah.
she get bits and pieces of it. And my daughter too, right? Like, and my grandkids, because I think nephews, nieces, like it's inspiring.
Let's see if he answers this question.
Come on.
What's that number look like in 2024?
Uh,
85 and 99. What's that translate to in 2024?
well, the best, so
And most importantly, how you get it.
So what I appreciate, and I've always told people this, but I've spent professionally, I've always been in sales.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the dopest things to
Come
me
on.
about sales is like January 1st, I'm super excited that I don't know where I'm going to end on December 31st.
Nice.
Like some people that scares them to death. Like,
Yeah.
I love
You
it. Like,
like,
That's
let's
a
go.
drive for you.
I don't even know where I'm at now, right?
Yeah.
Like even right now at this late
I need
stage
to
of
know
the
your
game,
numbers, though.
I'll probably do three this year.
That's
You know
what's
what I'm saying?
up.
Something like that. And it comes, mostly the job, but then, I got a construction company.
What is okay? That's what I say. What is real quick? We got 5 minutes. We got to talk about also, the What's Funny Comedy Festival.
Indeed.
But really quickly though, what is your what are some tips for people to get to those 6 figures? Right? What do you need to do to be able to achieve that?
So one, you just got to look at what you're doing, right? Like
Mhm.
there's certain, like if you're a 9 to 5 person, there's certain jobs that it makes it easy to get there,
Nice.
Yeah.
right? Like sales is one of those ones. No
Yes, it
masters,
is.
no PhD, just be good at communicating, confidence, that sort of thing, and drive, have a good relationship with money. You know what I'm saying? Like go after it. And that's probably for me,
Mm.
that was the easy road, right?
Mhm.
Like at the end of the day, and it's limitless,
Yep.
right? And you can be shrewd by, I always been in technology, right? There's some people in sales and paint. That would be very difficult, right?
Mhm.
In my opinion.
Mhm.
Like technology is something, we
It's-
got technology all around the
it's
room.
ever evolving.
It's going to
Right.
keep happening and getting better. And so
It's a need to have.
it's a need to have for
Mhm.
businesses.
Yep.
It's a need to have. So if you're doing B2B, I think that's super cool. And then the other things are real estate's always good,
Yeah.
right? Like real
Nothing's
estate's
better.
nothing's better. So like land ain't making no more of it. The earth is earth. And so that's a good space to be in. And then you can always have like passion projects. You know what I'm saying? I think when I was younger, and then being focused on making those profitable. I think when I was younger, I had a lot of projects that were super cool,
Yeah.
fun to do, but you usually end up spending more money. How to make money?
So let me ask you this, and I'm moving on to definitely one of the reasons why you're here.
For sure.
To talk about the passion projects, right?
Yeah.
So you've had different passion projects. You had a person or persons that was a part of the passion project, and you've actually had entities, right?
Yeah.
So you've done Outriggers. You had the room at Outriggers. You managed Rail. You did Hip Hop Lives.
Classic Hip Hop Lives.
Classic Hip Hop Lives.
That's coming back next year.
Urban Wire.
Urban Wire TV. Yep.
The list goes on and on.
Yeah.
What is it that drives you to those spaces, and how did we specifically get back to the What's Comedy Festival?
They're all things I enjoy.
Okay.
Right. Like I always think that, how big they can become. That's another discussion. But
okay.
You're usually, if you lock in, focus, you're usually able to monetize something, meaning that I bring in more than I spend.
Okay.
Like at the end of the day, whatever that number is, 10,000, extra 20,000, extra 30,000, especially if it's something outside of your job, that's just extra bread. So if you're disciplined to be like, all right, I made 30 in this, that's not a big number, but that's all going to investing. Yeah. Right. That's just going to put that in the market. I'm going to do this. I'm going to buy a life insurance policy with that. Mm-hmm. If you just decide that I love to do it and I'm going to learn how to make money off of it. But then there's certain projects that I've gotten older, right? Because I've just gotten more locked in, like this festival. One, I just wanted to go back into comedy because I knew I'd been out of the space for a bit, but I know I had so much equity, right? So many relationships, you have the know-how, you have the experience. I think we've done over 500 plus shows. It just made sense. And then obviously you're ace in the hole and gone to the moon.
Yeah.
And so it's like, well, cool, and I wasn't even really thinking about bringing Rel into this project, but he understood what I was doing. He was looking for a way to impact Chicago in that way. And it's like, okay, I ain't got to build it. I can really just get in the car because I know how homie get down, right?
Drive fast.
So
tell us about it.
Yeah. So September 16th through the 22nd.
Let's go.
We're talking about 7 days of comedy, right? Over 60 plus comedians. I think from over 7 or 8 different cities. We have 8 shows taking place during that time, with the premiere shows taking place at DuSable Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. 2 shows Friday at DuSable, 2 shows Saturday. And then Lil Rel has decided to shoot his 4th stand-up special on Sunday at the DuSable. So give it up for that.
Let's go.
His first show that he ever did,
yes, we did at the Hair Washer Cultural Center. We opened that up. Yes.
Really? Damn. Oh, at the Hair Washing Cultural Center.
Okay. Hair Washer. Yeah.
Got it. So this is super dope. I mean, when we put this thing out, we got like close to 100 submissions from like comics from 33 different cities. So like, and one of the things, like the niche play on this one, like festivals happen, right?
Yeah.
But most times it's probably less than 10%, maybe even 5% of people that look like us that are actually in the festival. And so again, this is not a Black comedy festival, but this is a festival kind of for us, by us.
Yes.
And so we're kind of thought of up front, not on the back end.
Yeah.
And so it's given opportunities. And my hopes is that the Hulu, the Netflixes, the NBCs who create certain things to quote unquote get more diversity, it's kind of like you don't have to build it. Just come here once a year.
Yeah.
And we got everything you need to see. Like we got the best of the best.
Yeah.
And that's going to equate to a lot of positive things for not just the comics, but also me as kind of the owner operator.
How do people get tickets?
Yep. So you can go to the website, what'sfunnycomedyfestival.com. Go check that out. You can grab tickets there. Make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Facebook at What's Funny Comedy. It's dope, man. I'm super excited
to be a part.
Yeah, y'all are part of it. So let me talk about what you all are doing real quick as we wrap. So I have a mission to also cover comedy. So we'll do the festival, but I think one of the things that can elevate like urban comedies, they need coverage.
Yes.
Right. So after they finish this festival, they're used to performing and then going on. But the fact that you all, in conjunction with the Corner Combo podcast, are going to kind of have a festival wrap up where you're talking about performances, comedians, I think that's a whole new situation that's going to help our company. It's going to be appreciated by the comedy community, and who better to do it?
Yeah. Before you go, can you play a game with us?
Oh yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see.
He's like, my privacy politics might not allow this.
I don't want to like overcommit.
It's real simple. It's real simple. It's either this or it's either that.
Okay. We're bringing you back to do some therapy. But go ahead.
You want to have a whole.
Your mom said overcommit.
Got it. Listen, Cassie, that's my whole life. When I was on the farm, like in real life.
Hey,
Yes.
In friendship though.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's play this game.
Okay. This or that. Pick one. Don't think too deep on it. We just go with the first thing that come to your mind. Jamie Wayans or Keenan Ivory Wayans?
Keenan.
Why?
He's the builder. Like he's the builder. Like he's the foundation.
Come on.
Chicago style. R. Kelly or Kanye West?
Be careful.
I don't think you gotta be careful.
They both like.
I mean, what's your mind thinking? Like, what's the private thought of your?
Just really just around talent.
Yeah.
Really around talent. And I probably say R. Kelly.
Okay.
Okay. Biggie or Pac?
Man, probably Pac. Biggie cold, but it's just Pac brought the emotion into rap. Like even today, like he had a real, he was an emotional rapper.
Yeah.
Which I appreciated.
Yeah. Okay. Text you or call you?
Text
for sure.
That nigga said
too much.
I'm focused. Check with my secretary.
Okay. Raekwon or Method?
Ray.
Okay.
Because I booked Ray. And I've
interviewed
Ray a couple times.
Don't fuck with the coin.
He's super cool.
Okay.
Super
All right. Power or The Wire?
On The Wire.
Did you fuck with Power?
I do. I still mess Power, but it ain't. The Wire is like the holy grail. Yeah.
Erykah Badu or Jill Scott?
Oh.
You don't fuck with R&B like that?
I do. I mean,
too much commitment.
Probably. You wildin', Cassie.
He's like, they singing about commitment. They singing about commitment.
Probably everybody.
She seems to be the least committed.
We just spent all this time together. They still don't get it. We just spent all this time.
She seems to be the least committed. Okay. All right. Jay-Z or Nas?
Nas.
Yeah,
Nas.
Escobar season had a turn.
Escobar season, yeah,
for sure.
All right. Mayor case.
May.
My nigga.
God,
you see how
it was so easy. It was so easy, but you know what?
You my people.
I know. It's your girl. I'm not offended, okay? I'm not offended, okay?
All right, Mom, we out there. Happy to have y'all.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, it is commercial time, and once again, I have no clue. Oh, I know. We're talking about All May Be, and she is back outside, everybody. So if you love seeing food reviews, if you love learning more about how you can support amazing businesses around Chicago, then you need to check out All May Be. That's allmaybe.com. And with the power of magic, we're back.
Guess who's back? Yo, now I clap myself in.
Continue working today. Do we got any comments out there? What the people saying? I'm missing the people.
Girl, your ass just need to stay focused.
Like knowledge.
Stay mother. Okay, so listen, y'all know it's time for what?
Check the DM. I feel like I just had a camera shake and shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Hold on, remember you got your titties fluffed early. We don't want them unfluffed. They just flopped right back down, baby. They did.
No, I think they look good. Look at the camera.
Oh, you look amazing. Oh,
let me be careful. They like them little and perky. Oh, little. I lost the perky, baby. I don't know. But I gotta be careful. My daddy told me he was watching the show, and he told me to be careful when I was drinking. What are you talking? Your daddy? You need a daddy? I got a daddy.
Never heard you say that.
His name is Lester.
I've been knowing this motherfucker for years. She said my daddy was
father.
watching the show. I'm like,
and
hey, Mr. Lester.
Yes.
I'm Latoya.
Yes.
Please meet you.
Right? And he was like, I was watching the show.
Oh, is that how you say it?
Yes.
Okay.
He was like, I was watching the show and I saw that you were surprised at what was in the cup. listen. My DNA doesn't do well with liquor.
Oh, I see where you're going with this. This is why I don't know Mr. Lester. Okay.
It was like, you need to be careful. We don't know what people are putting in those things.
Also, now
I was like, we got it. We got a good team. I knew it was in it, you know. So
we're good.
We're good.
Y'all ready for the DMs?
Yes, let's go. Lord today. What
Ooh,
they saying
child,
today?
I be really want to know, do y'all want our help? Okay. Hey, man,
I want to
Case.
hear what we got to say.
I need y'all to come through with some real talk because my dating life is a hot mess and I am drowning out here. The dating pool is straight up toxic and I'm honestly losing my mind trying to navigate it. I'm in my early 40s, never been married, no kids. Yep, I'm that fly single auntie, but trust me, it's not all it's cracked up to be.
Okay.
This bitch thinks she me.
I'm definitely listening like, yo.
Okay.
This got a look. Did you like that?
I did not. Here's the kicker.
Let me see.
Dear me. All right, so here's the kicker. I'm stuck in this twilight zone where I don't know when to fight for a connection and when to cut and run. Damn, this might be me. I refuse to settle for less than I deserve, but damn, I'm so over this endless cycle of swiping, ghosting, and playing therapist to man children.
Latoya.
I would not call a man child though.
Okay. You might have tried to throw us off though with that.
I'm tired of being the last single one in the group chat, the third wheel at the brunch, and the one always faking a smile through everyone else's happily ever after post.
It's not you.
I don't have a
It's
problem
not
with
you.
being our rag
does
at third
not.
wheel, and is your guy paying for the brunch?
Is he? We're on a date together.
Yes.
And she's done it with me all the time, and she sits in the middle of us.
Yep.
Happily.
Okay. Recently, I met this guy who seemed great at first. We clicked. The chemistry was there, and I thought maybe, just maybe, this was finally my time. But then he started pulling that I'm busy card constantly, barely making time for a call, let alone an actual date. He only reaches out late at night, and it's always vague plans and empty promises. I feel like I'm caught in this loop of making excuses for him, but my gut is screaming that he's just not that into me.
Making excuses for him, but go ahead.
Well, this
Keep
is-
reading.
this
That's
ain't
what
me.
she said.
That's what she
I know.
said.
It's definitely not you.
I need y'all to lay down the law for me. What are the non-negotiables?
Mhm.
The red flags that scream and run. How do I figure out when it's worth pushing through and when to just step back and let it go? Please hit me with the truth and any advice you got, because your girl is exhausted from rolling solo in this wild dating jungle.
Yeah.
Signed, tired of this single life.
Who want to go first?
I mean, I ain't got shit to tell her, because when I minister to you, I'm ministering to myself. Shit, I don't know what to tell her. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Listen, what she
talk to
asked?
yourself. Like, what do you say? Like, I don't know. What am I gonna tell her?
She definitely she asked a specific question.
Okay, let's get her specific
She
questions.
said, "What are the
What are
non-negotiables?
non-negotiables?
What are the,
The red flags that scream and run,
Yeah,
and how do I figure out when it's worth pushing through and when to just step back and let it go? I
right.
think I got some answers
So
to that,
we're in midlife,
We are.
right? So she 40 something,
Yeah.
right? If not older. And at this juncture, right? Like, sis, you're 40. Your confidence
You know.
should lead. You know what you want. Don't fuck with nobody that's not giving you what you want.
That's really
That's period.
so. I put that'll be one of the things. One of my top things is don't fuck with people who aren't available.
Period.
And available comes in
It's such a spectrum.
such a spectrum.
It's
that
so
could be
fluid.
this motherfucker. Who gave her a drink today? Okay, so available comes in many different things, right?
It does.
Available, like not attached to another woman,
Right? Now you're not married,
or have a girlfriend,
or have a girlfriend,
Or a
situation, or a sneaky link.
Or here's another one of my favorite ones. You say y'all not together, but do she know
But
y'all
do she
not together?
Right,
I
right.
don't care. I don't know what she thinks, but I'm telling you, we
Right.
not. No.
And if you are a person that can have multiple wives, you got to be clear about that, and all of the other wives need to be clear about that too.
They don't know about the agreements. We gotta.
We gotta talk agreements, honey.
Yeah,
they
they
gotta
gotta
know about like wait,
And
and
then-
they might
and
not
if
want
you-
another one.
And then if you bring somebody else into, they gotta agree to be a part.
yes,
That's a whole nother lifestyle there.
right.
Just did a lot of shit just to live this here lifestyle.
What does it say? You know
What does
the
it say?
words. What do you say?
A puffin something. I'm on the top of the mountain, puffing on the clouds. It's just beginning.
I'm gonna
Anyway.
get it. I'm gonna get the cadence with the words.
Yeah, it's
It'll
all
take
good.
a second, but
Also
Okay.
available. We're talking about people who have to be available.
just emotionally available.
That's a big one.
That like real talk, commitment,
Committing,
Right.
time,
right?
right?
Priority.
Priority, all those things. So if you already see that person can't give what you got,
that's fine.
or when you talk to them, some people will find the flex and find out this is a part of your value system, and they will start to flex or accommodate. If you see that happening, then I say you just keep it going. But if those things aren't happening, and when a person tells you something, believe them. Typically,
Listen.
and I think us as women, well, I can speak for
Ooh,
myself.
Go ahead, because I got
I
the
think
follow up.
a lot of things a guy can literally say to you, well, I'm not ready for a relationship. This is my thing with a lot of times with women. But their actions are relationship based. So we get clouded by the action and ignore what was said to us. And I've said this multiple times. Men thrive off of words, women thrive off of actions. So it's kind of like you ever said something to a guy and you didn't quote unquote mean it. But he took that shit like
yeah, that's it. You said that.
You
I'm not
said
gonna do
that. He holds it to you.
Yeah.
And you like, but I'm showing you this. He like, no, but that's not what you said.
Yeah.
It's the flip for women.
Right.
The women is the other side of it. Like, yeah, he says it, but when we by ourselves, we doing this, he's playing this. But motherfucker, he told you. Whatever they're telling you,
Believe it.
believe
Because because men really thrive off of agreements.
They
Like
do.
that's the thing. They're about honor and agreements and
Yep.
all of that in the
Your
cards.
word.
So your word is your bond. You say that. Don't be trying to hope that he knows what you're thinking.
Nope.
He does not. He is not a woman.
I really think that is the whole thing when we start talking about the difference between men and women and how they communicate.
Yeah.
I don't go off of how a person treats me in isolation.
Yeah.
It can't be in isolation. Listen to what somebody is saying
For
to
real.
you. You have to listen to what the guy is saying to you and believe it.
Well, real quick, you had talked about this whole aspect of believe what they're saying. And then also just because they might be showing you something different, don't be trying to wipe them out and think that you're gonna change it down the
Baby.
line because you think your coochie that strong. It's not.
Oh, they be thinking this. I think
It's not.
We all should be past that, right?
Listen,
Like,
they don't like it. So Dre tells me when
so
he
gotta let the
when he
people know who
talks.
Trey is. We don't.
Dre's my man, my fiance. He says to women when they ask him these questions, he was like, and they be like, well, why don't he? I think he could, maybe change down the line. And he kick it to him real straight. You're not that special.
I be telling people.
And that shit.
No,
is
that's
tough.
real shit though.
If that's real.
That's
I need you. Like really type in the comments. If you're single, you're not that special. It does not mean that you are not a child of God. It does not mean that you are not amazing. But to this particular man that is not being available and is telling you that I'm not in, you're not that special.
Can I translate that too?
Yes, please.
You're not different. Because that's another thing
Yeah.
that women often tend to
Yeah.
think. I'm not like
different.
them. They'll look at the whole
Yeah,
roster
ooh.
like, oh, she was this, oh, she was this. No,
You digging into the other chick or whatever to find how much better you are than them. You're not.
You're not that different. So, sis, as we wrap up, because we can go into that
Oh, for sure. That's
for
the
a
whole
long
thing.
time. So her
That's a
questions
therapy
were
session.
that we're gonna bring her and knowledge in together on one episode. So non-negotiables, just find it. If they're not available, then you shouldn't be available.
You should be like, yeah, move on.
Um,
Immediately says, move on right now. You ain't got to worry about red flags and non-negotiables. Move on. He's not available. He's not that into you. You already know.
Yep. And if one thing about men is patterns.
Yeah.
If the patterns start to change, shit is different.
Yep.
That's it. That's all.
That's all.
So
Communicate though. I'll
Yeah,
say that. At least just
for
say
sure.
it. Like, hey,
ask questions.
are you interested? Do you want to be in a committed relationship? Tell them what you want. I want to be in a committed relationship.
Ask direct
Right?
questions and
Do
be
you
direct with your
agree to be in
statements.
that? And then now you have a direct answer and you can move accordingly.
And wear a condom.
Please. And thank you. Oh, that could be the motivation of the other day. That could close us out. And what?
Wear a condom.
Wear a condom.
All right. So yeah, it's your girl, I'm May.
And I'm Kay.
And it is the look at this one right here.
She ready. She ready. Let's go. Let's go.
Oh my God.
Thank y'all for watching. We'll see y'all next week at the What's Funny Comedy Festival. Yeah.